What's up, YouTubers? It's me, Tammy D Shine, here with a how-to. This is a tutorial about how to install a lock extension. As you can see, my locks are done, and I actually have 3 videos prior showing my process, but it's not necessarily a how-to. It's, you know, where I started, how far I've gotten, and then my final results. So you can go back and look at those videos. Now, I had one of my subscribers ask me a question that I felt would be easier to answer just by showing you. And shout out to Tanya Maria McFarland who asked this question. So she asked me how do you make them long? The Afro kinky hair is fairly short, and after a certain point of wrapping the section you've braided in, there will be no more left to wrap, but you will not have reached your desired length yet. How do you go about making the lock longer than the hair allows? So, basically, when working with the Afro kinky hair, and as I mentioned before, I did use the Vivica Fox hair. This is the Afro Kinky. It comes in bulk. And I used the color 1. When working with the Afro Kinky hair, it comes like this. It's much different than working with synthetic hair, because with Marley hair, you can braid your base to your desired length just with one strand or braiding hair, or however you use it, because it comes long. And then you can braid your base to the desired length. There's more than enough hair to do so. And then you can take the Marley hair, whatever hair people use, and just continue to wrap. Boom, you have your base. But with this kinky hair, it's not like that. I got the 16-inch hair, and I've never worked with this hair before. It took me a few tries before I got it. So what I'm going to do is show you exactly how to make your lock extension longer. Now mine, you'll just find your little section. You'll just braid it. Yeah, Tanya Maria. Now, you have a base like this, and this is what, 4 inches? So how do you make it 16, 18, 12 inches? Well, I'm about to show you. Again, you find you some hair that has some uniformity. When you stretch and pull, you can see all the lines going in one direction. That's the piece you want to use. So in this case, what I do is I'll grab this and I'll put the hair, let me see if you can see that. So again, I'll have one part of the hair here. It'll be like an L, basically. This will be the hair that you'll lay against the braid, and this up here will be the hair that you'll begin to wrap with. So it's like an L. The longest part, the shortest part will be laid against the braid. The longest part will be the wrapping. Alright, and then you start at the root and you just twist. Excuse me, not twist, you just wrap. 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 And you continue wrapping. And as you wrap, you fan the hair, smooth it out, so it can cover your braid. And then you just keep wrapping, 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 and wrapping. Now, you start to, you're almost done with the hair that you started with to wrap. And this is what it looks like right now. I have that piece that I initially started with. I have my braid, the base braid, and then I have the piece that I added. So you just keep wrapping until this part is thinned out, until that wrapped hair is little to none. Then I go back up to secure it, then I go back down. You see that? It's a little tiny lock. But I have all this down here, which is okay. So you leave that loose hair there like that. Then what you're going to do, get more hair, and you're going to create another L. Again, it'll be like this, literally like an L. You have this base, the bottom here, the shorter part, and then you have, it'll look like this. The shorter part you're going to lay against the braid, and the longer part you're going to leave out to wrap. And as you continue to add this hair, you pull it. Now you see how it went from being here to now being here. Wait a minute. Move that out of the way. So let me do that again. It's here. Then this part is here. But when I add it from that L, it goes down to here. That's how you create your length. Each time you finish, I'll call it wrapping the L, and then you have a little bit of hair left from the base, you add another L extension, I guess you could say, and then you wrap just like you did, but you go up to secure where you stopped at previously, and then you just go back down to start the new wrap. And I'm holding my edges while I do this so I don't pull it out. You see how I pull that out? And you see how it's, and don't worry about the lumps, I'll show you about that in a second. Like I said, this hair, just how it is. And you wrap, 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 wrap. And you wrap. We went from having like a 1-inch thread to having this length. And look, it's still not secure because we're still not done. So pull out your excess hair. You still got this little frizz at the bottom. No worries. You got a knot up there, like right there. That's okay. You just take it and you palm roll it back and forth like you're trying to start a fire or something. Like if you're in Girl Scouts or something, that's how they start fires. And you see that? Well, it's still right there. Well, whatever. It's still right there, but it smooths it out some. You get the drift. So you still got that little piece right there. You're not done yet. Get some more hair. Create uniformity by looking at the hair to see, when you pull the strands, to see which way they're going, and these are all going in a similar direction, so this is a great piece for me to use. I create another L. I put the shortest part, I added here like that, and I say shortest part because when you pull it, it's going to already extend. So we're going from a lock that's here, we're going to go to the ending of the twist. So a lock that's here. Now we're going to extend that lock again. Let me do it again. L shape, where it looks like a, so it's going to look like this. Longest, shortest part. Then you wrap. It's okay if it's going to thin out a little bit. And this is what I mean, excess hair. So what I do is I take that same hair, manipulate it to where it's going to wrap, just reattach it like that, hold it down, P.O.P. hold it down. I'm wrong for that, sorry. And you just keep wrapping, 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 wrapping. You see? This one's a little raggedy because I got raggedy hair. And just palm roll it. Let's see if that does it any better. But you can like manipulate the thickness of it. Let me see. See that? Now, my lock. If I wanted to seal it up, I could seal it up right here. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So, to seal it up, you see where I have the frizzies? What I do is just break apart Right here, the frizzies. So that's the key to extending your locks with this type of hair, is adding more hair each time you're about to finish a wrap rotation. And when I say rotation, I mean the complete wrapping rotation that it takes to finish off the hair that you added. I hope that makes sense. It didn't sound like it did. Okay, and I'll just keep wrapping. Now I'll go up to secure it. And I actually took, okay, and then still got some frizzies, and I'll just split it again. And this keeps you from having a thick bulky end that unravels. So you keep breaking off pieces, and then you wrap right back up the lock extension. Round, and this finger catches it round, this hand catches it, and I pull it round like that. So that's what I'm doing. I come down, and since this piece is thin enough, you can barely see it, it's thin enough, so I'll take it back up. Give it a nice palm roll. And I went from this with this to this. That's how you create your lock. I actually might leave that right there and just do the rest, but I think that's trying kind of doing a little bit too much. I ain't got no hair right there as it is. So Tanya Maria, I hope this answers your question. So this is for you, and I hope it works. So just let me know what you think, and that's how you do a lock extension. Bye.